On this International Women's Day, we recognized and honored the remarkable accomplishment to the women in the technology field. Together, we foster an environment that cherishes diversity and nurture inclusivity. Our esteemed guest today is a prominent voice is in the tech community. So let me provide her the platform she deserved. As I take a moment to welcome Rachel, she is a Microsoft MVP in the business
Mhm.
application category, and I would request if she can provide her introduction to our audience today. So then we will start the conversation afterwards. So maybe over to you, Rachel.
Yeah, thank you so much, Avish, for this opportunity. My name is Rachel Irabor. I'm a Microsoft Power Platform developer, also a Microsoft MVP, which I've not really got into yet. I've not gotten used to the naming award and stuff, but I'm pretty excited. I'm also a Dynamics 365 CRM developer, a technical writer, and I also call myself a Power Platform advocate because I love talking about Power Platform, things you can do with it, its capabilities, and also how you can actually transition into Power Platform. Yeah,
It
thank you.
looks really interesting. So maybe Rachel, if you can tell how the typical day look like for you.
Okay, typical day looks like for me. I sleep really late, but I'm going to start
Okay.
how a typical day looks for me. I usually wake up very early in the morning, at least
Hmm.
5, 4.
Okay.
Okay, let's say 5. I wake up 5, then I just check my phone, check to see if I have any messages or emails, and then I start preparing preparing for work. I start preparing for
Okay.
work because I start work by 8. I
Hmm.
work from 8 to 5, most times 8 to 6, and
Hmm.
then after working, I I start contributing to the community. I check to see, like I mentioned, emails to see if there's any events being hosted that
Hmm.
day, like community
Okay.
events. So we have your Power Platform community call because I
Hmm.
love attending the Power Platform community call because there's so much happening in the community, so many
Hmm.
things, so many features that I'm not aware of that Power Platform can do. So a lot of
Hmm.
persons are talking about it. I love attending the community calls, and also I have a blog, so I have a
Hmm.
blog. I think somebody has asked me a question before recently. The person asked
Okay.
me like, how do I get ideas to write blog posts? And
Okay.
I'm like, okay, it's just my day. I work a lot on Power Platform and Dynamics. So while
Hmm.
working, I might just be stuck on something, or I might discover something that I think that okay, most persons might have this issue when they come across this particular feature or this particular capability, and
Hmm.
I write about it. I also write about it for my own self too, because I normally go back to my blogs to check, okay, this particular, maybe for instance, I recently wrote a blog post on send an email, how to use table format in send an email v2 action in Power Automate. So I go back to it to check, okay, what magic did I do here?
Okay.
Yes, yeah. So it's like a documentation for me. I write
Hmm.
blogs. I write blogs. I also have a podcast. Most days I have podcast, and then I start after contributing here and there. I start
Hmm.
watching movies, reading novels, and then um just talking on Twitter, Twitter
Okay.
and LinkedIn. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's wonderful. And then the another stuff here, like how do you contribute to the wider tech community? Like what all the means you find it?
Okay. Contributing to the wider tech community, a lot of persons, when they hear contributing to the wider tech community, they think that, okay, they have to be an expert or they
Hmm.
have to be so far in their field in order to contribute to the community. So it can be something very small. It does not mean because there's a wider tech community or the name global community means that you have to contribute so much into it. It can be hosting, like you did, hosting a global
Hmm.
power platform bootcamp in Germany, a visual event.
Yeah.
It can be hosting classes, free classes for people to attend, where you get to
Hmm.
just show them like an introduction to Power Platform, just for them to know what they can do with Power Platform. And
Yeah.
then it can be blogs. You can just write about blogs. And I think one other notion people also have too, they think that, okay, writing blogs, they think that,
Hmm.
okay, I have to write something like something so. Like something when you see it, you have to be like, wow. So it does not have to be a wow blog. It doesn't
Right.
have to be a wow blog, yeah. So it can just be something you think people will learn from, or you can just serve, because I've seen a lot of persons when I speak to them in the community, and they tell me
Mm-hmm.
that they write blog posts as a documentation, like for them. You understand? So you can contribute to writing a blog, and you do not have to have a website. Like you do not have to
Okay.
create a website in order to contribute. You can either use Medium, you can use LinkedIn. LinkedIn is there.
Mm-hmm.
You can also contribute to the Microsoft Telecommunity blog post.
Mm-hmm.
If you check it online, you can contribute to it. You can also contribute to Microsoft Learn. Microsoft Learn has like Microsoft Learn contribute, like you can be a Microsoft Learn contributor. And I think a lot of persons will ask, like, how can I be a Microsoft Learn contributor? It's
Mm-hmm.
not as difficult as you think. When you go online and search for Microsoft Learn contributor, there is documentations on how you can go about it. You can contribute to forums, you can contribute to documentations like Microsoft Learn documentations. You might see a mistake. You might see a mistake, maybe something that is saying, ah,
Mm-hmm.
it is. You can just correct something like that. It
Okay.
can be that most times, most documentations are, because Microsoft's products like Power Platform, Dynamics, there are a lot of changes every day. So you might be building a modern-driven app, for instance, and you notice that the timeline, like where to get your timeline activities, is no longer where it is anymore. It has been changed. So you can easily
Okay.
just go to, yeah, you can easily just go to the documentation and see that that has not been
Mm-hmm.
updated in the documentation. And then you can update it. You're actually contributing to the community from there.
Okay.
And then, yeah, you also have forums, people asking normal questions
Mm-hmm.
like, I had this error, what can I do about it? Or I have my Microsoft Learn profile, my certification is not showing there. So you can contribute through that means. And then we also have contribution, we have YouTube videos. You can contribute through like a podcast. You can
Mm-hmm.
contribute through holding like tutorial videos. It doesn't have to be something so difficult. I'm using Power Platform a lot because that's the space I'm in. So it can be something like, what is Power Platform? Like, what
Mm-hmm.
can I build with Power Platform? What are the applications in Power Platform? You get. So there are a lot of things that we can actually contribute to. We can contribute to YouTube videos. We can contribute to even post online, just posting
Mm-hmm.
on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on Reddit. There are a lot of persons in the community on in Reddit. You can post to Reddit, can post to Pinterest, wherever you want to post in. Yeah. So it's actually a lot.
It's really impressive. And yeah, a lot of work. So what kind, you do a lot of work. What kind of the things do you enjoy outside of your work, like in your free
Yeah.
time, maybe apart from the community and your own stuff?
I think recently I actually do not have much I enjoy outside my job or contributing to the community,
Mm-hmm.
but I love reading novels. I love reading
Mm-hmm.
novels. I love watching comedy series,
Okay.
movies. Yeah, and right now I'm trying to look for things that I can do that when I start them, like I'll continue doing it. It's not something I'll start and then I'll stop.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, I'm looking for things I can do that will interest
Okay.
me.
That's great. And then maybe if you could tell us about your journey as a Microsoft MVP. So after getting the MVP tag, like is it feel you more responsible, more energetic, or how does it change your life from the previously to now?
Okay, I think there's not much changes
Mm-hmm.
because I have been contributing to the community for a very long time, and
Mm-hmm.
I just joined the Microsoft MVP program, which was in
Yeah.
January. So the same contributions I was doing before is the same
Okay.
contributions I'm doing now. So I can only say the only difference that I have now is that there are more opportunities for me. Like
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft MVP has its own Microsoft Teams channel. There are a
Yeah.
lot of opportunities posted there. There are a lot of meetings to learn how to use a particular platform, how to use a particular feature, and
Mm-hmm.
those things I had no access to them before. So I think those are the advantages, and also attending the Microsoft MVP Summit. I have not really dived into the Microsoft MVP program that
Mm-hmm.
much because I just joined. This is March. Yeah, this
Okay.
is March, and
Okay.
I joined this year. Yeah, so but there are a lot of opportunities in the Microsoft MVP program.
Hmm.
But for contribution, if you're talking about contribution, it's the same contribution I was doing before I joined the program. That's the same
Okay,
contribution I'm
that's
doing now.
wonderful. That's
Yeah.
wonderful. And then on the top of that, like what advice or the tips you would like to share with the aspiring women in the tech field or the tech industry?
Okay. Tips I would share. I would say that um, there's nothing you can do. Like you're amazing, you're awesome. You don't have to think that you do not have a place somewhere,
Hmm.
no matter the people there, no matter
Yeah.
how high or low, wherever you are,
Hmm.
there's nothing you cannot do. Like you deserve to be where you are right now and more. You deserve
Hmm.
to be where you are right now and more. You don't have to hide yourself. You don't have to, when things are happening, when opportunities are being shared,
Hmm.
where they are looking for someone to stand to speak, you don't have to hide. You have to raise your head like, I'm here. Let people know that you are here. You get, yeah. So, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, true. So, yeah, in that case, that note, actually, I would really again thank you for your time, Rochelle, for sharing your insight. I'm confident that this conversation will inspire and guide the other women towards achieving their full potential.
Yeah.
Any final call out or any final tips, if you would like to share, or then we will close the call.
No final tips. I just want to say
Hmm.
happy Women's Month because definitely every day
Yeah.
is for you. Every day is for you. So not just wait for like Women's Month or Women's Day. Every day is for you. So just be amazing and go out there and yeah, and be amazing and awesome. Yeah,
Thanks again. Thank you, Rachel, to be our graceful guest today. All of the viewers, please subscribe the channel for the more content like this or around the business application and the Power Platform. As we continue our journey towards the inclusivity and empowerment, each steps contribute to a brighter future for the women in tech. And I wish you and everyone happy International Women's Day. Thank you
yeah.
and signing off for now.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.